In this video, we will look at the list components. There are several list components that you can use in your apps. The first three options are a list without images, a list with small thumbnails, and a list with large thumbnails. All three display list items horizontally, either with no thumbnail image or a small or large one respectively. We also have a list using panels, which shows a list of items presented vertically, with each panel containing a large image or a color with text below. Next is the list from data source, which is a list of items available in several different styles that connect to a data source, often a spreadsheet, to allow you to populate data. This component is discussed in more detail in a separate article and video. The last two are distinct, at least in appearance, from the previous ones. First, we have the grid, which is a list of items presented as panels that may be of different sizes. We'll discuss the grid in a separate article and video. Finally, we have the slider, which is a list of items presented as a slideshow. The slider is similar to the gallery, but does not have the interactive features of the latter, including the gallery's ability to be maximized. Just like the list from data source and the grid, the slider will be the focus of a separate article and video. To use a list, just drag and drop the component into a screen on your app. Once you add a list to your app, you can start adding items to the list. Generally, when adding an item to a list, you will set a title, description, and link action for the item, though these are not all required. There may be slight variations in setting up a list depending on which type of list component you're using for your app. For example, in the case of a panel, you may need to add an image or define a background color. As always, please test your app in the preview screen of Fliplet Studio and on your phone with the Fliplet Viewer app.